In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on May 7, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New York Mets versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The New York Mets, sitting at 23 wins and 13 losses overall, will square off with the Arizona Diamondbacks, who come into this one at 18-17. This game wraps up a 3-game set between the two teams on Wednesday afternoon. They've split the season series so far, with each team winning 2 games. To kick things off, the Mets have a clear advantage on the mound. Kodai Senga, who comes into this game with a 1.38 earned run average, will get the start for New York. Arizona counters with Merrill Kelly, who's sitting at a 4.06 earned run average. Senga isn't someone who typically goes deep into games, but the Mets are well equipped with a bullpen that ranks among the top 10 in baseball. That gives them some breathing room late in contests. Offensively, there's a noticeable gap between the two squads right now. Over the past week, the Mets have been one of the top 5 offenses in both WRC+ and WOBA, while the Diamondbacks have struggled, ranking in the bottom third in those same metrics. You could build a case for the Diamondbacks here, especially with them playing at home and getting a quick turnaround game in their favor. They've also looked sharper over the past week. Still, the Mets are just a better all-around team, and this feels like a good spot for them to deliver a bounce-back win. Senga has been in a groove lately, giving up only 26 hits and 5 earned runs over his last 32.2 innings of work. He's surrendered a total of just 3 runs across his last 5 starts. On the flip side, Kelly has been hittable so far this year. Not only does he have a 4.06 earned run average, but he's also issued 12 walks. Both teams are considered solid contenders in the National League, but I just don't have faith in this Arizona squad right now. The Mets are the more complete team, and they've got the better arm on the mound. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Senga has been remarkably consistent this season, allowing either 0 or 1 run in 5 of his 6 appearances. Even though his numbers dip a bit on the road, he's still putting up a strong 2 earned run average across 5 outings away from home. He's also at Arizona's number, giving up just 2 runs over 18 career innings against them. To be fair, Merrill Kelly has been dependable when pitching in Arizona. He's got a 2.6 earned run average at home this year, and the Diamondbacks have allowed 4 or fewer runs in all but 2 of his starts so far. The Mets haven't exactly teed off against Arizona either, putting up just 10 total runs across the last 3 meetings. On top of that, the under has hit in 5 of the last 6 games for the Diamondbacks. I don't think we'll see a ton of scoring in this one. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Miami Marlins. The Los Angeles Dodgers, currently sitting at 24-11 and holding first place in the National League West, are wrapping up a 3-game series down in South Florida on Wednesday. Their opponent, the Miami Marlins, who come into this one with a 13-21 record, dead last in the National League East. It's the final chance for Miami to salvage something from this series. The Dodgers have been on a tear lately, winning 8 of their last 9 games, and they've absolutely owned Miami in recent matchups, winning 6 straight head-to-head. The Marlins, on the other hand, are struggling badly. They've dropped 8 of their last 9 games overall and 4 of their last 5 at home. As we touched on earlier, the Dodgers are ranked in the top 7 in 4 key offensive categories, while Miami is bottom of the barrel, 29th or worse, in 4 major pitching stats. Los Angeles is also performing well against the run line, going 19-16 so far, while Miami lags behind at 17-17. placing them 23rd. Starting on the mound for Miami is Valent Belozo, who's coming off a rough outing. He gave up 4 hits and 5 runs over 4.2 innings against the Athletics last Friday, walked 4, struck out only 1, and took a 6-1 loss on the chin. We're still waiting to see who the Dodgers will send out to pitch this one, but honestly, it might not matter much. Miami just hasn't been able to string together solid performances, and it's hard to picture that changing now. The Dodgers lineup is still one of the toughest in the game, and Veloso hasn't looked like someone who's ready to hold them down. He's been right on the edge of being a usable starter, and this feels like another spot where Los Angeles jumps on him early and takes control. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When it comes to totals, the Dodgers are 6th in the league with a 20-15 over-under record, while Miami tops the list at 23-11, mostly because their pitching just hasn't held up. The over has cashed in 8 of Miami's last 10 games and every single one of their last 7 matchups with the Dodgers. That streak also holds when the games have been played in Miami. While Los Angeles still hasn't announced who will take the mound, we do know Veloso is carrying a 4.97 earned run average into this one, which doesn't inspire much confidence in a low-scoring game. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Boston Red Sox. On Wednesday, the Texas Rangers head to Boston to face the Red Sox at Fenway Park. It's one of those matchups that sounds like it could go either way. But there's a little more to it than that when you start digging into the details. The Red Sox have looked like the better team for most of the season, so naturally people lean their way. That said, they've dropped 5 of their last 6, and that's hard to ignore. Tanner Houck just had a lights-out outing against the Blue Jays, sure, but across the board, he's given up 42 hits and 26 earned runs over 36.2 innings. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence. Meanwhile, Texas is trending in the opposite direction. The Rangers are putting together a solid stretch, and Tyler Mahle's been sneaky good lately, only 21 hits and 4 earned runs allowed in his last 36 innings. He's not a headline name, but he's been one of the most effective starters since April. 3rd best earned run average in the league and 12th in WHIP. That's not nothing. As our first pick for this matchup, the Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. When it comes to scoring, I'm not expecting fireworks. These two lineups have been up and down all year, and with Mahle on the mound, Boston's bats could easily go quiet. Texas doesn't do much damage away from home, just 2.8 runs a game on the road. If they end up carrying most of the offensive load, we're probably not seeing a shootout. Boston might rank in the top 10 in runs scored, but that stat doesn't tell the whole story. They've had stretches where they go cold, only 20 runs across their first 8 games. For example, some nights they light it up, then the next they barely make a dent. If Texas grabs the early lead and hands things off to their bullpen, I don't think this game cracks 8 runs total. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Tampa Bay Rays. The Philadelphia Phillies, currently sitting at 20-15, and the Tampa Bay Rays at 16-19, will keep their 3-game series going on Wednesday night at George M. Steinbrenner Field. The Phillies kicked things off strong in the opener on Tuesday, coming away with an 8-4 win to take the early edge in the series. Looking at the pitching matchup, there's a bit of a gap in performance. Christopher Sanchez is holding his own on the road with a 1-1 record and a 3.24 earned run average across just over 8 innings pitched away from home. Shane Baz, on the other hand, has been more active at home with 5 starts and a 2-1 record, but his earned run average is sitting at 4.82 over 28 innings. Offensively, these teams are moving in different directions. The Phillies have a solid .741 team OPS, good for 9th in the league, while the Rays are struggling at 20th with a .679 OPS. It's also worth noting that the Phillies have won 6 straight games against Tampa Bay. Philadelphia has been rolling lately, and with Sanchez on the bump, they have a good shot at keeping that momentum going. He's been solid recently, giving up 27 hits and 11 earned runs over his last 26 innings. When he's locked in, he's got all-star stuff. Baz hasn't been terrible, but he's had a rough patch, giving up 17 hits and 12 runs in just his last 16 innings. His most recent outing was especially rough. He gave up 7 runs to the Royals. If he looks anything like that again, the Phillies could blow this one open. This is a good spot for them. As our first pick for this matchup, the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. Over the past couple of weeks, both pitching staffs have done a solid job keeping runs in check. In the last 15 days, the Phillies have a 3.08 earned run average, 7th best in the majors over that span, while the Rays aren't far behind, ranked 10th with a 3.54 earned run average. Still, both offenses have a tendency to kill rallies with double plays. Philly has hit into 27 of them so far this season, which ranks 6th most in MLB, while Tampa's hit into 28, putting them 5th. When these two teams meet, the scoreboard hasn't been lighting up either. The under has hit in 3 of their last 4 matchups. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. San Diego Padres versus New York Yankees. The interleague series in New York wraps up on Wednesday night, with the Yankees hosting the Padres at Yankee Stadium. This is the deciding game of the series after San Diego took the opener and New York bounced back to win Game 2. Both teams have something to prove, and with the series tied, expect a competitive and high-energy game under the lights in the Bronx. The Yankees managed to halt a 3-game losing streak with their blowout win in the second game, while the Padres saw their impressive 6-game winning streak snapped. New York exploded for 12 runs in that game, but don't count on them reaching anywhere near that number this time around. Cease's earned run average looks inflated, closer to 6 than 5, mostly because of one terrible outing where he allowed 9 runs. Outside of that, he's been solid, giving up no more than 3 runs in his last 4 starts. He probably won't go deep into the game, but that's not a big issue for San Diego. They've got the best bullpen earned run average in the league, so early relief doesn't hurt them. On the other side, Fried is the early favorite for the Cy Young, and he's earned it. When looking at the San Diego Padres versus New York Yankees prediction, it's safe to say Fried will keep rolling, and like every one of his starts this year, the Yankees will come out on top. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Yankees money line is our full game side pick. The first game in this series stayed under the total, while the second one soared over. Fried has been locked in all season, currently sitting second in all of baseball in earned run average. In 4 of his 7 starts, he hasn't allowed a single run. He's likely to stay sharp against a Padres lineup that hasn't managed more than 4 runs in any of their last 4 games. Cease has also turned in a few respectable outings recently and should do the same here. He'll give up a few runs, but nothing outrageous. With Fried dealing and Cease holding his own, this game shapes up to be more of a pitcher's duel than a shootout. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.